Good afternoon, everyone. Hopefully the audio issues are fixed today. Let me swap the scenery. Yeah, I've had so many audio issues over the past couple of weeks. It's unbelievable. I'm still in disbelief for how many I've had. They should all be fixed though. So the microphone audio is actually correct this time. I figured out what was going on with that, and that's fixed. Music audio does seem to be okay. So yeah, hopefully we're we're back again to how it was previously. Oh my, I know exactly what causes the audio issue. There is a bug with Elgato's software, and for some reason loading I want to say it's Call of Duty games, for some reason sets the audio all to the max. That's what caused it, I reckon. Anyway, I also decided to change the floor for a little bit of testing last night in the evening. I'm trying to think of the colors which I want. A little bit better than the pure white and sort of the bricks. This is woolen clay, for anyone who's wondering. And it also can be broken by hand, so you don't need a pickaxe. Yeah, let's start. I've queued up all of the stuff which I need for the end stone processing. So yeah, I guess we can just make a start on this. It's a lot to make, to be fair. End stone. I would like to just quickly work out. So this is 20 seconds. Oh, it's dark. I need to sleep. Oh, this has been running. All of these are full now. This generates so much. Oh, and I also wouldn't mind swapping all of that over. There's some stuff which I want to swap there. I want to see how fast this is in the steel macerator and how much steam it consumes. 800. Okay, 16 seconds to every second. No, one every 2 seconds. That's what it is. So how long does this take? I want to figure out how much end stone. So this is 31 seconds. One every 3.9 seconds. End stone. So this takes 20 seconds. 576. 31 seconds for 8. So let's say it's going to take 32 seconds. 32, that would be 1, 2, 3, 5? Yes. 160. So centrifuging, oh, that's... I can run two recipes in parallel if I do it this way. So 160 times 3, that would be 3 recipes in parallel. $36. I would really like to be able to run 7. I am tempted to swap to a washer. $16 converts to 1 helium-3, so you do get helium-3 from this. Oh no. Hello, Quest. Hardcore supersymmetry playthrough. How's it going? Because that sounds quite scary to me. Block. Oh, that's why. Started like 2 hours ago. That's why that has that recipe. It's audit. That's going to be removed. This block recipe is going to be removed in the future. Primitive age is a piece of cake. Oh, it's low voltage when the enemy starts spawning, isn't it? Yeah, I could do the auto chisel. Then again, this is 1 every 2 seconds. Roughly. So if I did skip the centrifuge step and then or wash the impure pile of end stone, that would be maybe I need to work out how much this consumes in a second. No. Ah, borderless gaming. It just crashed. Reboot that. QB completion as well. Oh, quest book. 512 ruby lith. $20. Okay, how much does this consume for 1? 16. 1 every 16 seconds. Okay, and I'm getting 1 every 2 seconds. I think I should skip it for now. Purifier. Oh, you could do it in Steam Purifier. I don't have access to one of them. Yeah, I'm right. Yeah. I'm going to do that because that means that one steam macerator will be able to run for one centrifuge. Relatively. Approximately would be more accurate. That rubyless line is really long for supersymmetry, isn't it? I can't remember how many steps there were, but I know that there's a lot. Yeah, I think just the helium. Just the helium seems nice. I mean, fusion's way, way down the line, so I don't really need to be stockpiling helium-3. What is the point in stockpiling something which is going to be used way down the line? Also, that's interesting. You can actually make the Aurora blocks. I didn't know that. Okay, one steam grinder. That means half the amount of centrifuge casings. 65 plus 22. Four hundred and 468. The longest chain yet. Yeah, I do remember it being a really long chain. I need 2 of them. 2 steam hatches. Tumbarger plates. Yes, please. And steel pipes. Okay. And I know that that is one stack. Plus 23. On your way to bronze. Bronze is good for the steam machines. So I can remove that, that. Don't need this one, only need the medium voltage one. As if I'm having to do this manually. Oh well. Do that and then lathe them. What's that? Circuit 2 plus some polyethylene. Right, that's... I think that is everything which I need. Nearly everything, just the steel gearboxes. So it's definitely the steam grinder and the steam separator. We can clear all of them. Conduits. To be fair, I'm going to need some more of them. Where are they? Pulsating iron? Yeah, I've got a couple of stacks of them. I do need to make some more. Split this to make only 40. That's a good start for bronze. What is that? Early game crafting, so you won't have the mixer. Was that 6 stacks of bronze? The equivalent to? Yeah. Really? That that needs to be smelted, doesn't it? Eight stacks of bronze. I thought there's inefficiency for early game bronze making. If it's not in the mixer. Or am I misremembering things? Not in Sussy? Oh, I guess I am misremembering. Did they rebalance that then? I thought that even for the new GregTech Community Edition unofficial, I thought that that still had the inefficient bronze recipe. Maybe they did remove it. There we go, simple washer. I want to try to stop placing the steam machines. Oh, not the steam machine, steam turbines. Where am I going? Thorncraft area to repair the flight potion. Right, time to build. So good. I actually really like using this. The holo projector, because of that no hatches. The, what is it, GT_no hatch stops the hatches from being placed. Right, center would be there. That one. There you go. So if I do the same for what I'm doing there. So output back, input steam middle. These two will be, I believe, input and then output. If I'm remembering correctly, at least. Yep, that's good. Let's try to do the same, actually. Yeah, you can't beat the no maintenance for the steam machines. Why I'm doing this. But I need a couple of filters. To be fair, let's actually. I said that I wasn't going to do it, but steam will be easier. It'll be less fluid pipes to run. And what is this? 1,000. Yeah, it's not a lot using low voltage. Okay, so this was. It is insert brown. Endstone. Then extracting on blue. So this one will insert endstone dust. Extract on blue. Oh, I got worried then. I thought I just saw loads of blocks like get deleted. That's the farm. Yeah, well, there is no power or no steam at the moment. Yeah, when this processes, it won't have anywhere to put it. And since this will only produce the impure piles, I'm not going to store them in the drawers. Actually, if that's the case, extract on brown. That's the power of hardcore, isn't it? See, I don't tend to play hardcore because of that reason. Desperately, yes, you will. You need armor and to be extra careful. Actually, see, endstone dust. Okay, endstone dust is used for other stuff. So blue can be the return. Roaster for leather. That's supersymmetry. Needing a to dry the leather, maybe? Would that be the case? Like the treated leather? I mean, I do know that supersymmetry does like ultra realism, so Ooh, stainless steel rotors and screws. I think this is doable. Where did that wrench actually go? Okay. Wait, do they? Oh, they do. Oh, okay. And the wrench has disappeared again. So it's back. Right, I think there is actually a quest for that, isn't there? Okay, there is. That's cool. I can start making the reservoir hatches. Just being able to make these water reservoirs. It's in infinite water. So that's import. That should be enough. Yeah, that's enough. Lovely end stone. All right, so let's sleep. I need to go and swap over the drawer and clean that bit up because I'm not satisfied with it. Let's see. If I want a storage bus, I have the ingredients to be able to make it. There's stainless steel. Right, that's decent. Storage bus and an interface. Do I may need to go exploring for this. Do I actually have a lot of them? Okay. Stack of these. So mainnet is going to be orange for the change. I have an alternate color. We could do orange as main. Alternate color would be red, let's say. So there's two opposites. Then maybe say that subnet can be light blue. So this one will be the subnet. Wait for that to come. There we go, that should fix it. So I need to get these over here. Okay, this is old stuff in here. Look at me actually doing things properly now. What do we reckon for decorating wise? Like, I'm going to be using the frame drawers. Oh my, if I made titanium screws, I'd make a lot of them carpenter's blocks. It's like a lot of carpenter's blocks. Wooden frame box sticks? Okay. I do not like it using them wood planks. But they are apparently all dictionaried. What was I using here? I was using woolen clay. So I'll also try to build this a little bit more decoratively. What I want to try to do is have the block on one side, then other items on the other side. To attempt to keep this farm organized. Like redstone blocks would be here. Get them transferring. So you would go there. So this will all be shared. Wait, really? Oh, I still need to make that wireless charger. How far away was the wireless charger? It was... Oh, it is tungsten. That's what it is. Medium voltage. Yeah, it's tungsten. So this is probably the biggest thing. Insert... What were all of these set to? So blue is the return. Well, all I need to do is set all of these to blue. On the extract. And that should fix it all. Confusing. Where does this item conduit go? Brown, see, this is all filtered. Oh, hello. It is currently dark at the moment. Sleep. Well, this line can actually be connected. You know, it would be a lot more... Well, it would be a lot less conduits if I rerouted this. But to be fair, I still need... nah, let's not reroute it then. Well, I can reroute this bit. Right, so all I need to do is now connect these two lines together. Go straight up. This is where night vision would actually come in useful. Oh, I could actually do that. I need to make the nano goggles are revealing. Right, you should still be able to extract from this then. Hopefully I didn't set it in here. Let's also throw in a couple of extraction upgrades. Hello, Nomsy. Yeah, that's better. I'm organizing the farming area. Improvements to the logistics side of things. Interesting. Has that saved? Okay, that was weird. They had different like NBT data, I'm guessing. Okay, so saplings. Let's put saplings in the others. Sort of combining everything over here. Oh, don't do that. They need to be locked when I place them. Yeah, how are you doing, Nomsy? Okay, I need to do that one. You doing good? I'm doing good. I'm doing good too. I have been thinking about cleaning all of this. Been on my mind. Looking towards the moon. That's a good thing to work towards. Our endstone dust should actually start accumulating some. What's the plan? Yeah, I'm just really organizing things. Really. Organizing things in the farming area, setting up... Why is there a mob on fire there? Setting up endstone centrifuging, which is now working to produce helium and tungstate. Loads of good things. It's also required to get to the next voltage there. That's it. Right, and then redstone blocks were over there. What's the best option for sugar? I've managed to run the entire base on it's air centrifuging for oxygen production. That's what this is for, at least with the steam multis. This setup produces a decent amount of oxygen and nitrogen. You can also get that from silicon dioxide processing. And doesn't make enough oxygen. It does make more oxygen or more nitrogen, yeah. But this still seems to be enough for me. I don't remember what's actually using the oxygen. I want to say an EBF somewhere. If you don't want to do the IC2 crop, I can also suggest... Oh, what one is it? Hair is a magical crop which gives sugar. The sugar reeds. There's also sugar beets from IC2. Yes, this one. Swede seeds. This just produces sugar once they get matured. And sugarcane, apparently. The Swedes. Swede seeds. Yes. That's the other one. I need to do that one, actually. That's what's for this missing section of this farm. And honestly, they're super easy. I need to make them. I should make them. Right, what's going on here? Something blue. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, yeah. Big time wood. Yeah. I didn't even know that they were a thing, but they are incredible for some of the farm setups. Like the trees. They're so good. Like this is all of the wood the entire base uses. And more. It produces a lot more than what the base uses. Saplings. And to be fair, they will actually fit there, so... Yeah, when someone... I can't remember who suggested to use the time wood clocks. When someone suggested them, it was like, hold on a minute, these are really easy to farm. And what they do is so powerful for crops. Oh, and that... That's what's speeding up the redstone farm. Another... How many is this actually? 1, 2, 3. That's a 9x9 of time wood clocks. I was might have been blazing again. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely remember that. The time wood clock's just too good. As soon as you get the Twilight Forest, that would be my recommendation if anyone uses like crop farms, which aren't the IC2 crops. Make time wood clocks. Go and get them. They're insane. And 100% worth it. Okay, so this is going to be run over right about here to this subnet. If I'm careful, I won't need to filter that storage bus. In fact, I want it unfiltered. Yep, that's why. I swear these mobs are a bit broken. Like, this mob isn't even here. Like, what's up with that? There you go, so that's nice and symmetrical. What do I want to do for decorating this? Decorating is now a very big part of everything which I do. I'm happy that I've been able to sort of adapt to it. Cool. That's all prepared. This doesn't even need to be like too big. I don't want it too tall. Yeah, do I use the slabs or do I do something else? Do I just do this? Stack that by 6, or do I want to try and make like a slope for it? Well, I know that I need some facades for these. It's so slow without the boots. I'm doing loops around the base. Right, I can cover this up. Okay, you are... Is there actually no way to orientate these? Okay, no, they can be oriented. Just a little bit confusing, because I've never used them before. You know, I reckon that's going to be good enough, the little storage area. All right, let's drop off most of the stuff which I don't need. Now, it's been a long time since I've also used the priorities. I think higher priority means insert first, extract last. Lower priority means extract. It's the opposite. So if it's insert first, extract last, it will be extract first, insert last. For the lower priority. Right, there should be, yeah, so if that's one channel, that'll be two channels running on that line. So I want, since this has voiding on, I don't want to be able to actively insert into this. I only want to extract, so I want to extract this last and prioritize the ME system first. Insert first. Okay, so that would be a higher priority. I believe that would be a higher priority. Ah, it's hooking up. We have sand, and I can actually pull endstone out of this. Oh, and I can also see the endstone dust. Oh, that's so nice. And the redstone blocks. The redstone blocks on their own, being able to take them out. And the wood, having access to the wood, direct access to the wood. So, is there something which I can do a test for the priority? Okay, let's just disconnect that. There is... Okay, well, there's exactly 1,024 stacks of netherrack. Oh, right, because that was the subnet. How do I go about this? I need a quartz fiber. I think it's worth it to test the priorities, just to make sure that they're correct. So that should act as its own subnet. Actually, let's just do a priority of 1. Okay, so you should still be able to be seen by the main ME system. Okay, and if I take a stack out here, it didn't go down here. That's what I want to see. So I can take as much out from here as I want to, and it will always take out of the drives first. Yep, that's exactly what I want. All right, and then platinum metallic powder. And tungstate. So what do I need now? I need to set up a big tank for helium. Honestly, I'm gonna make it. 4, 8, and then 2 valves, input and an output. What am I missing? Oh, it's 22 for that one. 21 here. Maximum void. Okay, so if I did use one of these, I can set that up properly so that it will actually overflow sensibly. So where's a nice place? Where's going to be a nice place for the helium tank? Oh yeah, and this does just take a very long time. 460 seconds. I'm thinking I kind of now I wouldn't mind. What would I have to do to get that symmetrical? Okay, that's where I need to start. Have an idea for how I can integrate it a little bit later on. Integrate it better into the walls. Okay, so this is, to be honest, I could use Wild Edit. 11 blocks. We use that as a marker. I know that it is actually centered. Yeah, so that lines up properly. So I need to knock out this part. 3, 5, 6, 7, 9 blocks, I think. Seven, it would be 8 blocks. That's going to make some wonky looking trees. Yeah, I really wanted this area, and it is actually coming along. I want to have more processing of farm materials built in this area, so that it's actually integrated for this farm. Okay, so let's double check. 5, 6, 7, 8. So the wall will be there. That's a 7 by 7. Since I come out from there, I feel like for an entrance to get back into the main part of the base, it should be in this area, this corner. Actually, use the power of World Edit to work out the alignment. There you go. Lined up properly. So the corner would technically be from that one, actually. Actually, that works out. Spacing, that works out perfectly. That is actually... That makes me happy, seeing that that actually works. Yeah, ignoring the fact that it definitely just copied the filters. And a couple of unwanted stuff. Just remove them. Trash the filters. Goodbye, conduits. Repair my flight potion. I need that. I really want that jetpack. The nanosuit one. Okay, so I can at least have some fun trying to copy this. Which I'm not 100% sure if it will actually appreciate the rotation. So if this rotates... Can I do it in negatives? Oh, I can. So in theory... that actually rotated. That rotated perfectly. Oops. Isn't there a way, like, not... 0.6? 0 blocks changed. I thought there was a way to ignore the air. Maybe there isn't. Oh well. Ah, okay, it did it again. 24 plus 7 would be 31. $39 should get me to the corner. Okay, this one. Go from there to there. It's like I'm actually making some really decorative. I'm astonished at how well I'm doing for the building today. Like, I'm really trying for the building, for the decorative side of things. Yeah, we're already up to 9. That's going to end up stopping. I'm curious as to what this is actually doing. Are you... I want to keep an eye on that. I'm not sure if it is doing any in parallel. Right, I need... Don't actually think there are any of the slopes. The narrow slope blocks the corners. Let's have a look. Other... Yeah, there isn't. Okay, I have an idea for that corner. Yeah, sure, I don't really care. Okay, because I'm limited by the space and the slopes, the architect blocks, instead... Yeah, what would be there? Oops. Oh, I just used a wrench for that. Okay, how tall? Honestly, I've just had the perfect idea for this one. How tall would this... I want it pretty tall. Thinking to maybe put the tanks up here. Try and build like a water tower, maybe. Let's have a look at images for a bit of inspiration. Okay, so they are pretty tall. So I'd definitely say go taller than that. Obviously, I need to be a little bit careful with the building, though, because this is... I need it to be functional. So I need an in and an out going up here, basically. Let's go another 10. Gonna need, well, I could do it with, yeah, I'll do it with cobblestone and then replace it. But water towers, they usually have like a ring around them. Honestly, I wasn't expecting to be doing this today, actually. This is like completely off topic of what I didn't really, I don't really need to do it, but sort of wanted to do it. Also, this doesn't have center for some reason. What have I done wrong? Oh, I know what I've done wrong. It does need to be up against the wall. Yeah, I just really want to see if I can come up with a design. I could even... This 4. Let's try 15-4. Okay, that's iron ore. 415 is what I reckon. Aha. I can actually use World Edit for this. I reckon that's good. And then if I go up by 1, increase this by... That works. Honestly, the screenshot for this, I can't wait until I can screenshot this. This is going to be a really good one. So I wanted to bump this out so that I can have specifically them going in 4s like that, or 2s. So let's actually build... this. Alright, I need to clear that out. Let's go from there. That skeleton is still there. The ghost skeleton. Just remove them. Side effect from something which I built in the past. Now, what do we want to do? A complete straight line going up, or sort of pipes forming to the shapes? Oh yeah, and this is going to be the line coming in. God, line mode is going to work terribly now. Can I just pinch a little bit of energy from here? Only a little bit. I'm sure this washer won't mind. I reckon I want that to run in a straight line. It can be run in a straight line because of the way that I've lined up the tanks. There you go. So can you... Okay, you are doing parallel. That's 2 in parallel? I think that's about 3 in parallel, actually. It's all the way up here because... just because. Alright, so I definitely think we need to find something which looks like an iron plating type thing. And now I'm definitely thinking... honestly, I'm over the moon with excitement apparently from doing this. C2, C1, C3, C4. Yeah, I had a feeling this might be a little bit fiddly trying to place everything. Okay, so it'd be C1, C2, C3, C4. Right, I want to copy this from, it will be head height. You need to go 1 lower. Oh my, they're honestly, these slopes add so much detail to the actual structure. So if I copy that from here, Go one in the middle. Them braces are really good. Not sure about 3 though. I guess I'll roll with 3 for now. Oh right. Undo. If I was standing like this, so it will rotate it to this side. Rotate 90. Please, please be rotated properly. Okay. Let's rotate that and paste it. Needs these giant braces to support everything. I really like that. Then what am I going to do for the frame of this? Like, I feel like I could do maybe one ring in the middle and then the other a lighter color. I'll tell you what I also need to do. I really need to copy all of this. So that'd be this tool. Right, now one of the axes for copying, axes? Axi? I don't know. So that's currently copied. So let's go rotate. If it's 180, that will flip it over. So I don't want to rotate it, I want to flip it. So let's just try 180, 0, 180, 0. Okay, that was actually the correct one. I didn't know that that was going to be. Okay, how tall is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, yeah, 4. like the top of it. I'm a bit... Okay, that was close. One, two, three. So it should be 3 from here. What was that? It's still 2 blocks off. Not quite sure with the placement of this. I'm going to also build an oil tank up here, I think. Yeah, that's better. Wait, can I actually use the hammer? Oh, I can. I speed up this. Okay, so that should be 2, 4, 6, 8 different types of fluids I can store up here. Oh yeah, and let's set up this tank. Let's go 2,000 liters when it updates to void. That should be able to still get helium. What is this actually doing to cause it to not draw the parallels? While I'm here, I want to watch it. Oh, I reckon it's going to be limited by the sand output because 2 slots are going to be occupied potentially by the tungsten and the platinum metallic powder, which only leaves 2 slots for the sand. Yeah, this is passive helium though. I love this. This is going to look like a really... I quite like it though. It's going to be really funky, but I do still like it because it's a water tower basically, or a fluid tower for some of the fluids which I get. Some of the passive fluids which will come from farming. All right, I'm going to have a break now. Seems like a good enough time. Yeah. Put them back. I will be back in just a few minutes. Now is a good time if anyone wants to have a stretch or grab any drinks or anything. Right. I'm back. What are you doing? Lucy's come to say hi. Look, come on, you're not going to be able to stay on the desk. When you know that I don't like you up there. Come on. Usual Lucy things. Oh, it's night. Right, let's have a look at the water tank. All right, so what sort of building stuff? Aluminium, blocks of copper. I'm thinking something from chisel. There's two different types of iron blocks. Iron vents. Okay, let's start trying things then. I could use, I think I could use wild to stack these. I've never been this excited for a building before, I don't think. Yeah, for now, let's just fill in all of the extra gaps. I get, okay, one more. Right, so I can replace, it is cobblestone. With 1044:2. Oh, that's stack. I wouldn't mind something with rivets in it, if I'm being honest. Okay, well, let's try that one. Okay, is there anything which is lighter coloured? Bolted, maybe the aluminium? 971:5. 971:5. Okay, that definitely works better with the tanks. What do we reckon? Kind of. Yeah, I could get used to that. I think it looks pretty good like that. Yeah, the screenshot for this, once it's completely done, going to be aiming for maybe something like that. So you can actually see the fluids in there. I want to be able to get the view of, it will be the farm, all of the machines, the dome, the Thorncraft dome, or the black hole. I'm going to nickname that the black hole. So you can get everything. All right, let's get the wall finished here. It's going to be a long run. 40, 50, 55, 56. Then let's go. That'd be 4. So that I can have some archways going into the water tower. Oh yeah, I remember these slopes. They really didn't want to place on that rotation for some reason. Oh, that's right. They're odd. Have to place them like that. There we go. And then I've got more space for more machines when the time comes for more of them. All right, I'm very happy with that. Actually, I could... elevators, I'm not sure if the range would be able to get up there. Nine, 4, 7. Then they have like a 20 block height. Yeah, they don't reach. Okay, how tall is this? 20, 38. That's better. Place some torches for some light up here. Cool, I'm happy with that. Now, I also wouldn't mind, while I'm actually out here, is there a block of grass which I can place which doesn't allow mobs to spawn on it? Six tentacle on 0. Interesting. Oh, look at that. I think I found a winner for that respect. Witchery. Is that the grass which has no collision? What's the idea of grass? That was 2. Oh, that is super bright. Not sure if not really a fan of how bright that is. What's the idea of the topiary grass? 1200? Okay, mobs can still spawn on that. 1594:3. Obviously messed up the ID for that one. 1594:1. Okay, we definitely don't want that. That just changes into clay. Britannia. Ooh, Britannia. Golden, vivid. Oh, maybe the vivid one. 1765:2. A curiosity, how difficult is that? Would be the vivid seed. That's just seed. Okay, that's Britannia. I could technically do that. What do we think? You know, I'm actually really liking the darker green color here. Yeah, there's something about that which really suits this area, like the outside. Right, so what do I need? Actually, I love that you can do this with the glow brush. Can you not knock things off? Oh. Honestly, cat being a cat, she just pushed something off of my desk. Just for the sake of pushing it off of the desk. If I have these in the correct location. Well, it's lighting up the great wood, so I'm happy about that. Do a bit of decorating. There's no harm in doing that. Interested to see what this is going to be like at night. I'd really like to eliminate mobs from being able to get in here. It would be nice just to come out here during the night to like do things, building and whatnot. Or at least in this area. Okay, so Is it really necessary, me getting sand from that? Like, I already get sand from centrifuging soul sand. How could I... Okay, I'm curious what that will do. Just turn that off so that I can monitor it. If I set this to void excess items, what items will end up in the output hatch? So do I don't have any. I'd like to get the Swedes for the sugar. Of course, I've fallen into a mine. Actually, there is a recipe for them. So I will need 1, 2, 3. I'll need 12. So we'll make 13. Motus and Victus. That's Vitium. Well, we need a little bit more. Motus. You know, I want to say that grass actually has Victus on it. Got Herba. Blackberries? Living wood, raspberries. That type of blueberry. Raw fish. Aqua. There you go. So how much does this produce? How much sugar is this going to produce in sugarcane? Because that's another passive process I could set up. The passive oxygen. All right, I needed a couple more motors. So has that helped? Okay, mobs are still somehow able to get over here. That would make sense because I haven't built walls on the ceilings. But it's definitely helped and it's all lit up, so. They should be able to just plant them. I'm hoping. I don't know where them items went. How are mobs getting in here? Ah. I love it. That farming station can't keep up. Like, it's actually running so fast. It can't harvest them fast enough. Like, I don't even think that's power production related. Let's just see if an extra steam turbine actually does help. I don't think it will. Okay, well, they're running. What are you doing? Are you able to keep up with energy production? It does consume a lot. I don't think it's making any difference, really. Yeah, I don't think that that didn't make a difference. Let's remove the extra steam turbine. And I also need to remember to filter this for sugar and sugarcane. Right, so I want to see. I have item voiding enabled here. So let's just disable that. That should, yeah, that used all of the end stone, which is currently sitting in here. So that's what I'm expecting. What's going to end up in the output bus, though? Item amount. So I could do item detector covers. I don't really want the sand from this. The sand is pretty unnecessary. See, there's not a way to control what gets voided, I don't think. Well, there is a way, but it's a bit of a janky way to do it. I suspect that most of the items which end up there will be sand. I can't really think of a better way to do it. I need it to keep items actually in the bus. Possibly translocators? But I'm lucky that I have them diamond nuggets. They require the implosion compressor. Yeah, if I have 2 chests, I know that limiting can limit what items enter, but what if I set here? No regulation. Does that work? Okay, I'm doing that. I can do that. I can do... We put a bit of cobblestone in there. I was going to use the item detector covers. Translocators do it better, though. Okay, so I can say... They're the items which will be allowed. Fingers crossed this works. So this will still extract on blue. We'll regulate one of each type. Yes. Then just for security's sake, we'll turn that off so that I can monitor this. Nearly done. So it should be able to continue the parallels. That's what I'm aiming for, the most parallels at once, because this can run potentially 8 at once. Also, how much? Still at 32. Have I disconnected a pipe somewhere? Overflow point, 64,000 liters. You shouldn't be voiding yet, should you? 30,000. Okay. That's good. That doesn't seem right. Firstly, this is an outputting. Secondly, did that really just output the sand into that output bus? That's okay. Hello, John B. Output steam and items. Output steam misc fluids. Misc fluid items. Only items. Outputs items. Go on. And one specific fluid. Outputs one specific fluid. That doesn't really seem a good enough way to... Okay, that's going to bottle the recipe. I do not care. Yeah, I'm doing okay, John B. Trying to figure out this. It's a different pace for automating. To be honest, I don't really care if items go out in here. Like, I could actually... Okay, yeah, it does not matter. It doesn't matter, don't worry about it. Don't get stressed over something which doesn't matter. Look, go down. I've had to use a translocator here to limit the amount of items which stay in the output bus, to allow this to go for the most parallels. I think that is 7. Or 320 times 7. Yes, it is. Max of 7. I can do it once. What are you doing now? Nice bit of automation coming from them, though. Do I add... Now I'm thinking of adding something extra for this. Which isn't... I'm just, honestly, I'm constantly thinking about it. There are other things I need to do. Was that sorting out epoxy from oil bees? Heavy oil has been a trip. I feel like I've been at it for months. Now that I have circuits automated, I suppose it's time to do Flatline. Flatline. Are you playing GTNH? Or is that like Money Factory or Anomaly Factory? Okay, helium's coming through now. GTNH still 2.3, still solo. Wow. You're still playing 2.3. To be fair, quite a lot has changed. I think that would break the base from 2.3 to 2.7.2, so, or 2.7.4, so I can definitely see a reason not to update. I mean, I know that it broke my base from 2.6 to 2.7. ExxonMobil and... Oh, what, the chemical plant? ZPM Mega EBF? Mega Blast Furnace. Not, yeah, it is the Mega EBF. When was the Mega EBF actually added? I'm a bit hazy on when that was actually added. Where could I run this? Let's go there. I know that the Mega ABF, a lot of the Mega Multis, I'm not sure if they'll be in 2.8, but they will eventually be upgraded to ZPN tier. So you don't have instant access to them as soon as you get an EBF and high voltage, I think. You know where it's added? A few more, but not sure what. Yeah, I think they did exist. They did exist back then. There we go, and I will do the exact same. Extract only one priority. Ah, oh, there's the uranium. And titanium! Titanium, yay! In the EBF. Or not the EBF, in the Applied Logistics System. Extreme heat exchangers. Oh, do you actually need it for that? What was... It's ZPM tier, that's why. You bump the voltage up using the Mega EBF. I can't believe that that's 7,500 seconds. Get another 4 stacks of titanium going. Okay, do I go for some... Probably for another stainless steel tank. So I want to get oil up in the water tower. The fluid stack. Yeah. Not to be confused with a flare stack. 3 turns into 4. What is the durability for that again? Okay, that is a very high durability. That's at 80%. That's got 2 maintenance problems. Circuitry and soldering iron. Yeah, that's better. At least I'm not crafting anything through the clean room. Moving to tape from repair tools has been very nice. Are you using duct tape for that? Brain Tech Aerospace Advanced Reinforced Duct Tape FAL-84. The brain, yeah, the brain tape. Oh, it is brain tape. I thought. Oh yeah, it is brain tape. Once glue. If you can't fix it with this, that is the exact motto of duct tape. If you can't fix it with duct tape, you're not using enough. See, 21. Oh, I need to do that. I need to do PTFE too. I really need that. I need PTFE so that I can make the ender fluid conduits. Silicone rubber and polyphenylene sulfide for the higher tier cables. I really need to. It's not too difficult, really. It's fresh in my mind, so it is. Well, that's one chemical reactor for definite. For this recipe. Oh, that's it carries over from single player. Cheat mode is not meant. It's not actually enabled. Like I can't cheat through anything. I think it does carry over from whenever I log into a single player world, though. All right, what are you? You're medium voltage, actually. It's. I haven't noticed it. It doesn't really do anything in the server because I'm not opt. So even if cheat mode is enabled for any eye, the server won't actually allow me to cheat anything in. But it's good to know that that's been on for a very long time. Right, so this was medium voltage. Oh, that needs hydrogen. Yay. So it gives 3 buckets of the chlorine. It gives all of the chlorine back, and it just consumes hydrogen. Is it? Is it default? Right, I'm gonna try. So that was medium voltage. Doesn't really matter. Chlorine. I want it to output the cell. Chloric. Puts 3. Send that back through an electrolyzer. It will also give some of the hydrogen back. Don't see you again before you end. That's all right. Happy to be streaming again after a terrible streaming week and loads of audio issues. Yeah. They should be all fixed. At least until my computer decides to do something like it did previously. So that's LV, MV, LV. I think hydrogen, I'm going to get that from electrolyzing water. Because I'm feeling lazy and water is... Ideally, I want it to be set up on passive, mostly, so the only input material for this will be like the base components, like carbon is easy to farm, and cryolite for fluorine. Circuit, yeah, circuit 1, it would be that one. What else was there? Hydrofluoric acid. So the fluorine I will get from cryolite. That also needs to be a high voltage electrolyzer. So I need at least 2 of them. I think that's 2 electrolyzers, 3 low voltage chemical reactors, 1 medium voltage for this processing chain for PTFE. How slow? That is pretty slow. So we're going to do a recycling one Why not? Let's make it high voltage. It will be fast that way. Yeah, it does. Does that mean that the chlorine is going to be closed loop? I don't know where that's getting the calculation. Why is that just going straight up to like 1.4 billion liters? Maybe it doesn't. I don't reckon that likes that doesn't like the cells in there and the fluids. So that will output 6 buckets, and it will output 6 buckets of chlorine. Takes in 3. So it takes 3 technically to craft this recipe. So it'd be 6 buckets of chlorine for 2. So the chlorine is closed loop. The only thing I'll need for this is passive hydrogen. Good yawn. Looking at the recipes is making me tired. Yeah, I think PTFE. Oh, I can see the water tower. Oh, that's crazy. That's actually a really nice aesthetic thing for the base. Okay, let's get the next tier of coils. Go for 16 of the canthal. This is super easy for me to make. I don't know why I didn't do it sooner. Taking me forever to upgrade to the nichrome coils. I should have done it sooner because it will give an efficiency for this EBF, which is very important for smelting titanium. Right, I have an entire fluid pipeline I need to go and rebuild. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna charge up the wrench. I want to charge that completely. What else is there? Nichrome. See, that gives me access to Vibrant Alloy. $300. Ender Eye. Ooh, that needs Ender Eye Dust. Isn't there a way to get Endigo? That's End Propolis. Yeah, I do need the Vibrant Alloy. This will give me access to the Ender Fluid Conduits, which I also want. Amazing for processing chains like PTFE. Yeah, so hello, welcome back, Quest. Not died yet. So yeah, this is the oil pipeline. You're playing hard mode, hardcore supersymmetry, aren't you? Yeah. I don't know. Honestly, I mean, I'd probably die before I'd finish it. You taking a break? Yeah, supersymmetry hardcore sounds really hard. Like GTNH hardcore, honestly, to me that doesn't sound too hard. Supersymmetry's hardcore, it must be worse, surely. I hope you do finish it for the sake of it, but knowing what I know about supersymmetry, I'm not sort of I'm not holding out hope for it, unfortunately. Go into line mode. Terrible, good enough diet. Oh yeah, there is that, the nutrition. One. It's also going to be the first one where I run a fluid pipeline up to the water tower and then down from the water tower. So planning on taking out my entire base with turrets to set. Well, yeah, you're playing hard mode. I don't blame you. Just defend your entire base. How did these get oil in them if I didn't? Oh, they did connect. Okay, well, I didn't really want you to connect. But it did, unfortunately. No. Oh. Steam armor is like the modular armor, isn't it? Or power armor? It is basically the power armor, but it runs off Steam. Yeah. Super powered bandits. Actually, oh, I'm gonna have to redo that. I wanted to. Okay. Do you ever want those? There you go. So these ones would have to come in. I can work with that. It's just gonna be a little bit fiddly. Something like that. This time I'm going to remember to not connect them. Not until I've done line mode on all of them. Far better situation for iron armor. Oh yeah, the ammo. It's cool that super symmetry does. I can't think of what the gun mod is actually called, but it does have like all sorts of firearms in it. Firearms, power armor, even bandits, which is just really annoying. Oh, it's tech guns, that's the one. You know, every time I walk past this, fun fact, every time I walk past this, I always think that it's a zombie for some reason. It looks like a zombie to me. Okay, that's pretty brutal, them being able to grief your base. There we go, I'm flying. Finally. Right, should we have a look at the aesthetics for the water tank? Firstly, because of how big it is. I can see it from really far away. Ah, yes, oil. Fill up with oil. Now, seeing how I could actually see it from that part of the base. Just curious if I'll actually be able to see. Does it render? Tier 3 ICBMs. Oh my god, it actually does render from that distance. So I will be able to see if they're full or not. Right, so this one comes up. Suppose the output should be on the same side. Alright, it does that. Okay, let's swap the direction of that then. You can't have both the gas mask and night vision goggles on. That's sad. I like the night vision goggles. You wouldn't be able to see it dark, which would probably be when they'd attack. Okay, so this needs to be plumbed in to here. Honestly, I love these stab alloy fluid pipes. Like that. This pipeline is empty, so should be, yeah. That's all you need. How far away do you reckon that is? Progression-wise. I'm not too familiar with, like, the steam armor and that stuff. Oh, it's, okay, it's medium voltage. So it is a little way away. Yeah, I remember that part when I tried getting the steam armor. The extra movement speed. I was extremely sad when I made the steam armor and then I couldn't actually charge it. Yeah, I know. It doesn't without the compressed air tanks. I wanted it for the extra movement speed. It doesn't give movement speed? What gave me movement speed then? I'm sure that there was an armor which ran... What did it run off of then? I thought it was compressed air. I've got a stack left. Bandit armor gives speed. I'm sure that there is one which I tried getting, but it ran off of compressed air. And I was stopped because compressed air is medium voltage. No. Definitely not. I'm waiting for someone to clip that. No, I don't count that because well, it's not going to change progression wise, is it? Using an elevator from World Edit. And plus, it's part of the GTNH rulebook. Although it's not really a rulebook, it's the rules for the Stargate role. You're allowed to use World Edit, but you're only allowed to use it for decorating. It's important to me. Well, yeah, that's fair. So I only allow to cheat things, really, if I'm building something. Yeah, it is part of the... Hold on, I'll go and read it to you. It is part of the official, like, GTNH rules, I believe. Ah, technically don't need 2 tanks of oil, but I'm going to still have to. Okay. Yeah, and plus, one thing which I felt, especially in the later game, for me when I was playing previously, building became quite a chore. Be able to do it without using World Edit. It was painful. So having World Edit has... Well, it's completely changed it for me. Right, this should be able to go into service. Oh yeah, it is. I haven't lost it yet. I haven't dropped it into the Crucible. Changed it by now. actually the... Where's the corner? There it is. It's like missing a section. Is it? Doing things like this. Oh, actually, let's go. That looks like there's... No, that's good. Yeah, doing things like that, stacking the floor so that it fits over there. There's zombies everywhere. That's one of the reasons why I wanted World Edit. Yeah, I'll see if I can find it. Right. Discord role requirements, here it is. It's on their Stargate website. So if it's a team, here are the rules which are stated for the Discord role. Teams and individual players only need to craft one Stargate to be eligible. So it's one Stargate for the entire team, although that's actually changed, I think. Possibly. I can't remember what they changed to. Plugins are deemed acceptable as long as they do not exceed the quality of life provisions provided by official servers. That one doesn't apply to me because mine's a private server. Such as teleporting. This provision allows the user to use /home, TP to other players, use similar methods to achieve this goal. Yeah, so that one, that's fine anyway. Rollbacks are permitted in case of accidents like corruptions or testing and I blow something up. They're not allowed. You're not allowed to roll something back to re-roll a loot bag reward. For instance, that will void that Stargate requirement. Custom mods such as World Edit, Optifine, Fastcraft, or anything else that does not substantially impact gameplay are permitted. World Edit can only be used for decorating purposes. So, and pollution can be disabled. But yeah, that World Edit one. Well, yeah, exactly. And technically I am actually an EVT, so I could turn it to peaceful and that would be still covered by the roles. But I'm going to still keep it in hard mode. But the building one for World Edit, it just means that I can use it for doing things like decorating, like building that water tower. That's fine. Decorating the entire floor here, that's fine. I can put it to any block which I want. So yes, I could. Yeah, pollution isn't that bad. But I like playing without it. But with the World Edit stuff, I could replace the floor with something like Universium. As long as I don't abuse that fact and start using them Universium blocks to give me an advantage. But I wouldn't use the Universium anyway, because it doesn't really look that nice. It wouldn't be good as a floor. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much the only rulebook. So I'm not allowed to use World Edit to cheat loads of stuff in, like Universium, for instance, because that's one of the things which is painfully slow, and then melt the blocks down. I mean, I could do that. Universium just doesn't really look that good. It's like a dark blue. I mean, in some areas, I might be able to use it, but yeah. And I'm also not allowed to cheat in, like, machines. I wouldn't use that anyway for machines. Oh, I actually could do. Yeah, I try to do things which are only decorating. Hello, zombie pigman. Yeah, you could do. You could do this. 2, 4, 5, 1, colon 8. But I'm not allowed to pick them up. You know what? They actually have a really nice color. I'm not doing that. To be fair, you know what? I'm actually going to say this. Blocks of Universium, they do actually look quite nice as a floor. I will give them that. They do have a really nice, not a bright blue, a sort of light darkish blue. Yeah, that's pretty much. I can pick them up. Like if I was picking them up to move them, I'm allowed to do that, but I'm not allowed to go and use them for crafting in any manner. They have to stay in block form. They can't ever be like jumbled up. The diet. Oh, they would, wouldn't they? Like the blue one. That osmium one is looking pretty tempting, actually. Yeah, that's pretty much the only rule for using World Edit. You're just not allowed to use it for cheating. You have to use it only for decorating, which is what I've been doing. Like, even you can use it for building mass amounts of machines, but that gets a little bit confusing if you're trying to do it legitly. So I'm not going to be using World Edit for building lots of machines. When 2.8 comes around, when it does, I will be using the matter manipulator for that. So I'll still keep World Edit. World Edit will only be decorating. Matter manipulator will be used for spamming machines, basically. Because that can pull... There is a multi-block builder. The matter manipulator, though, it can copy an exact multi-block, and it can pull it from your ME system. So it's not like cheating. There are just mobs everywhere. Yeah, it would be able to pull it from the ME system if you wanted to copy, I don't know, like extruders. I think they're one which you end up spamming a lot of in the late game. Building this grass was... that was brilliant for World Edit to be able to do this. All of this vivid glass, grass, glass, close enough. Alright, so there was one other thing. Oh, I did, yeah, I want to go up to the tank. I want to see how much is actually, if any, has started to be stored of the oil. Oops. I really need to put in a proper floor there. Okay, not yet. It's going to be buffering in that pipe. This shouldn't take too long. So I was thinking, I don't really have much time to actually do that though. Yeah, cool, I am actually gaining endstone. I think it's 400 liters per second, I want to say. But it is completely passive. 400, yeah, it is 400. I've got 2 of these. Completely passive and infinite. No fluid drilling rig required. Multi-blocks. What multi-block is the face of GTNH? Probably the Eye of Harmony. That would be my guess. Eye of Harmony or the DTPF. Mobs haven't broken anything we were set up with air under it. Don't think they have. Okay, I tell a lie, actually. They had, but I had to change this to prevent mobs from being able to escape from it. Because the skeleton shot a flaming arrow and it set fire to everything which was here. Which completely turned it all off, so I had to encase it all. I would probably say that it's the DTPF. No, I'd say that it's the Eye of Harmony. This one's probably the icon of GTNH. That's what I'd say that this one is. There is the DTPF. This behemoth. But I think it's the Eye of Harmony. I'd say. Oh, there's the Gorge now. There's this thing. Which is even bigger than the DTPF and the Eye of Harmony. So, yeah. Probably this one now. Yeah, so let's get that set up. That one's not the face of GTNH, I don't think. It's one of the ones which they added, but not the face. It's I would say it is the Eye of Harmony, because that one's been around for a little while now. Right, I'm totally not doing this. One. Yeah. Definitely not doing that so that I can get some free wool and clay. Like I said, this is decorating purposes. What is spruce? In there, it is. It has been. How much? Okay, they store the exact same. That's what I'm going for. So I may as well get this ready. So this is for long term. Things which are going to be stored in bulk, but I don't want to be voided. Because it keeps a machine running. If a machine is only producing one thing, then I can store it like this. Tungsten translocators. That's what I was trying to think of. To be fair, actually, I have an idea for a really good floor, but unfortunately the texture isn't in GTNH yet. It's not in this one. Man, that has produced already 16,000 sugarcane. Or 16,000 sugar. Let's go for the sugar. Yeah, so what I can do next stream, small thing, is now that I've got more space for machines, I'll make a macerator so that I can process the redstone and keep it within this subnet. Because it's currently not in this subnet. Redstone production is over in this room. Over here. So all I need to do is literally pick up the macerator and move it. That's all I need to do. And then I can store the redstone in the drawers over there. All right, things are looking good. I'm so pleased with that water tower. I keep calling it a water. What should we actually call it? We need to call that something. I mean, it is themed after a water tower, so a mega tank. Just gonna have loads of iron or the stainless steel tanks in it. $243 helium. All right, I'm gonna end the stream here. I will have a quick look at a raid. It's been a really good day today, actually. Thoroughly enjoyed today. Is there anyone playing GTNH? Not at the moment, but I do have someone. I'll raid you to Random Potato. He's playing all the mods 9 at the moment. Right, take care everyone, and enjoy the rest of your day.